Okay, so today I will be teaching you how to make a origami four-pointed ninja star. These are probably the simplest ninja stars you can ever make, and they are very easy. Probably easier than the 8-pointed ninja star, which is pretty easy. And so they do require 2 sheets of paper, which I have here. And I will not be doing an alternate pattern because it, even though it does look cool, because it just will not fit the purpose of the video. So in this case, I will not be using a pattern. So I'm just going to put that aside. To fold one unit, you are going to fold the paper in half, just like a book. Okay, rotate it 180 degrees to the right so that the open flap should be facing you. Make sure there's a nice hard crease, and then fold it in half again. Not long ways like this, but downwards instead, towards you. You can turn it to the side if it is easier for you to fold it, but I've always found it easier to fold it in this manner. And then once you have that, you should have a fairly thin strip of paper. Fold it in half, just like that, long ways. So you cut, basically, it's just like cutting the paper in half. Of course, you do not want to cut the paper in half because then you'd ruin a perfectly good piece of origami paper. So here, side to side, just like that. Okay, then you will unfold and you will notice that you have a nice little center line there. Okay, so you're going to take the left piece of paper, the paper on your left, and fold it upwards so that the edge lines up with this middle crease. So just like that. So you should end up with something like an L. So, then you will fold the opposite edge up along the crease, but you will not fold it down like this. That's not correct. It's when you're finished, and if you've done it correctly, it should look like this. Okay, so turn it over and take the top and take the upper right corner and fold it to the lower left corner. Just like that. Okay? So then take the lower left corner of the bottommost edge and fold it up to the upper right corner. The upper right corner, right here. So, if you've done it correctly, you should end up with something like an S facing towards you. On the video camera it looks like a Z, but if you have done it correctly and followed my directions, you should have ended up with an S. If you've ended up with a Z, it's no big deal. You just need to do the same exact things, but I will show you the way to make the Z now. So you do the first 2 steps, fold it in half like a book, then fold it in half again to get that thin, that small rectangle of paper. half long ways. And then you will stop here. So you have done all the same directions all the way up to this step. Now, instead of taking the left corner and folding it up, you will fold it down. And then you will take the right edge and fold it up, just like that. So it's basically the opposite of what you did with this. Then turn it over and then do the opposite. So take the upper left corner and fold it to the lower right corner. So just like that. Upper left to the lower left. These little squares, when I say upper left, I mean the upper left of the little square on the top. And the lower left, it means lower left of basically the little square on the bottom. And stuff like that. So take the lower right edge of the bottommost square and fold it up to the upper right edge. The upper left edge. Just like that. And then you should have two units just like that, except they should be opposites. And so then you will take this edge right here and align it up with this edge. So just fold it like that and align the two edges right here, and do that with the same. Just do the same thing on the opposite side. This edge with this edge. You should end up with something like this. Okay? You've now completed one unit of the 4-pointed ninja star. Okay? Just do the same thing with the other unit. Take this edge and align it up with this edge. And then do the same thing on the other side. Take this edge and align it up with this edge. Okay? Then you should still have two pieces of paper that are opposites. To put them together, you will take one of them and flip them over. So if you put them on top of each other, they should match up. Okay? Then rotate it on top so it makes a sort of X shape. Just like that. And then take one of the bottom corners and tuck it in to this pocket right here. There is a small pocket and you should tuck it in right there, and do the same with the other thing. So open up this pocket and fold it inside, just like that. Okay. So you should be having an easier time than I am, because I didn't fold mine very well, but so then you should end up with 2 points, just like that. So you tucked them, the other 2 points inside, and you can see 2 points of the ninja star. These two right here. Then rotate it. No, not rotate. Turn it over. And then do the exact same thing. You'll notice that there are 2 pockets right here. Just slip these corners into these pockets. So I slipped that into that pocket. And then just do the opposite. Just do the same thing with the opposite edge. With the opposite corner. And then switch it down. Fold all of them nice and crisp. And here you have the 4-pointed ninja star. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks.